This is Growatt's Infinity 1500 portable power station. It's basically like a power bank you would use to charge your iPhone, but on steroids. Instead of fully charging your iPhone once or twice like a regular power bank, this thing will charge it over 100 times, or charge your iPad 35 times. And that's of course because this power station has a 1,512 watt-hour battery capacity, which is over 15 times more than a 16-inch MacBook Pro's battery pack. And it even supports daisy chaining, so you can hook up 3 of these things together for a total of 4,536 watt-hours. As you can see on the front, it's jam-packed with 6 USB ports so you can charge multiple devices at once, with 2 of them being PD fast charging up to 60 watts, and the 2 USB-A ports in the middle support Quick Charge 3.0 with up to 18 watts of fast charging power to your iPhone. But check out my favorite feature. Yes, it has a wireless charger right on the top with up to 15 watts of wireless charging power to Androids, or of course 7.5 Qi charging for your iPhones. But the awesome thing about this is that you also get 4 AC wall outlets right here on the side, including a 12-volt car adapter right there for better compatibility, giving you a total of 12 outputs on this thing, of course, including the wireless charger on top. But what makes the outlet special is that they supply up to 2,000 watts of power, which means you can power big things like appliances, power tools for contractors working in remote areas without power, even a space heater, which requires a lot of wattage. And not only that, but it can actually output a surge of up to 4,000 watts peak for things that require surge power, like for example, an AC unit, a blender, a table saw, a tea kettle, an electric griddle, and things like that. So it basically makes this thing incredibly useful for camping trips and other things like that, but it's invaluable in the case of a power outage, allowing you to continue to run things like your refrigerator, your lamps, your Wi-Fi router, and of course, charge up your cell phones. But taking it even further, it can run a CPAP machine for up to 15 hours, which means it could literally be a lifesaver. Not only that, but the most impressive thing is that it works as a UPS. No, not the delivery service. UPS stands for Uninterruptible Power Source. So if your power goes out, this power station will automatically kick on and supply power without your machine or device that's connected to it shutting down at all. Now, we actually use 2 UPS machines in our office in the case of a power outage, so that if the power goes out, our computers and our data server will continue to run without instantly shutting down, which is extremely important because our data could get corrupted and we can lose files if it wasn't for having them connected to UPS machines. So the fact that this power station doubles as a UPS is incredible because you can just leave it at home, plugged into the wall, and have your computers and whatever else plugged into it just in case the power goes out. And then when you actually need to take it somewhere on the go, on some kind of trip or whatever else, it'll be fully charged up and ready to go. Now, moving further, let's talk about some of the other features. First off, it comes with 2 convenient handles that make it very nice to carry around, with it being 36 pounds, which is actually very compact if you consider just how much battery power is packed into this thing, especially since it doesn't come with an external power brick. Everything is built in. Now, on top of that, as you can see, it also has a built-in display, which basically tells you the battery life percentage left, the total output power that you're using to charge your devices, the time remaining if the output power remains consistent at the current levels, which is very convenient, and you also get the total input power if you're charging it. And as far as the charging speed, this thing is one of the fastest in the industry. 2 hours to charge from 0 to 100%, which is crazy. And if you're short on time and you only have, let's say, 1 hour before you leave on a trip or something else, it'll charge up from 0 to 80% within that hour. And the best part of all is that if you don't have a traditional wall outlet nearby for charging, if let's say you're on a trip, you have 3 unique methods to charge this up. First, you can charge it through your actual vehicle. So let's say you forgot to charge it up at home and you're driving to go to camp or hike or road trip, whatever else, simply plug this adapter into your car's 12 or 24 volt ports and bam, it's charging while you drive. For the second method, you can literally use an EV charger to charge this up in 1.8 hours with the optional EV charging adapter. And finally, this thing of course supports solar charging, so use this adapter to plug in 1, 2, 3, or even 4 of Growatt's 200-watt solar panels for up to 800 watts of solar power, charging this thing up to 100% in just 2.5 hours, which I didn't even think would be possible, but the Infinity 1500 has industry-leading MPPT solar efficiency of up to 99%. And the reason it's so efficient in terms of charging time is because Growatt is known for having 11 years of renewable energy leadership, as well as their best-in-class inverters, with them actually being the #1 global supplier of residential PV inverters, which they're now using to make awesome products like this portable power station, and even better, they have US-based customer service. But with all of that hardware stuff out of the way, let's actually get into the software, because this thing has some awesome software features, including Bluetooth and Wi-Fi connectivity so that you can use their app to control and monitor it. So here I have the Growatt app where you can see the power station is online right here. And once you click in, you'll see a bunch of info, including the input and output wattage, the time remaining right here, including the percentage battery life on the right, and even the temperature over on the left. You could even tap these power buttons right there to turn on and off the AC and DC outlets, which is really cool since you could do it from basically anywhere. Then going over into the settings, you can adjust a bunch of things, including the charging speed, the output power, you can turn off the beep sound, you can change the auto standby and auto screen off settings, and you can even update the firmware remotely. But getting back to the power station itself, it's just so incredibly useful to have power anywhere you go, like camping or even on a road trip, just to have this thing in your car charging a bunch of devices at once while your car is charging it and keeping it topped off before you get to your destination. And also for blackouts at home, using it as a UPS or even just a battery bank for your devices, lamps, Wi-Fi router, whatever, this thing is an absolute game changer, especially with the ability to power very power demanding devices. So if you're interested in checking out Growatt's Infinity 1500 power station, I'll leave a link to it down in the description and pinned comment below. And hopefully you enjoyed this video, and if you did, click the circle above to subscribe for more videos like this one. Definitely check out one of those two right there. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.